Hey guys, so today's video is going to be, of course, as you can tell by the title, a review of this Kylie palette here. This is the Royal Peach palette. This is what the packaging looks like. And this eye look that I did today is on this palette. Now, a couple things about this palette. This is the front of it. It just says Kylie here in this white cardboard packaging. And it's white, which is cute. And then when you open it, it actually has a mirror there, which is bomb.com, because who doesn't want a mirror in their palette? This is really convenient. I'm going to go ahead and do a swatch on all of these shades right now. Now, as for my opinion on the palette, I really do like this palette. I don't think that I have any other palettes with like this blue shade here or these two bottom shades here, the green and the purple shade. I thought like maybe this shade right here, this peach shade, wouldn't really show on my skin complexion, but actually it really did show. I use that color on my lid, and it really did show, and it's really pigmented. All these shades I would say is really pigmented. I really didn't get a chance to use like every shade in the palette. I only used 3 shades in the palette. Even this light brown shade here, it actually showed in my crease, which most shades like this in palettes will not show in my crease. It would just be like a waste of my time. I do also have the Sweet Peach palette. I know that a lot of people have been comparing both of these palettes, but in my opinion, they look nothing alike. Maybe you can say that this shade is comparable to that shade there, which may be so, but other than that, these palettes are nothing alike. I really like that this palette has bright colors, and it actually took me out of my comfort zone. Like wearing blue shadow, I probably would not have like ever tried. So this palette actually helped me step out of my comfort zone and use a blue shade. All in all, with this palette, I haven't used all the shades yet, but I will give this palette, I'll say a 9 or maybe an 8, just because I haven't used all the colors. But so far, all these shades are good. I have no complaints. The only complaint I would say is the smell of this palette, which it does smell like paint, and it's just a really weird smell. But I mean, I'm not going to be like, you know, smelling the palette. Like, who does that? I mean, I'm pretty sure some people would complain about like the smell of this palette, but it's really not a big deal to me. I'm just here for the shadows. I'm not here to be smelling a palette, okay? Also, I will give this palette an 8 because in this palette, there is no shade actually to highlight my brow bone or inner corner. And I was actually like just looking, and I'm just like, there's nothing on my brow bone, nothing in my inner corner, just to bring those areas out. The only shade that I can see that maybe would be able to do that would be this shade here. So I'm just going to try it out now. That shade would actually work for this palette, like for a peachy look, for a peachy glow. I think so, yeah. But if you're looking for this to match like any other look, then like probably not, because it's more of a pinkish peachy glow. In this tutorial, I'm only showing the eye look because I mainly just wanted to review this palette and let you all know if it's worth your money. I would say yes, it is worth your money. Go ahead and purchase it. If you're like thinking about purchasing it, yes, get it. It's a great palette, and it actually helps you step out your comfort zone, like with all the colors that's inside here. I mean, if you own a lot of makeup and you probably think that you have these shades, then of course don't purchase it. But other than that, let's get into this tutorial, guys. So now let's start with the tutorial. So this is the packaging that the palette comes in, and this is the the Kylie palette here. And on the back, it actually has the names of all the shades, and it has her signature here. And oh my god, it smells like paint, like fresh paint. I don't know what that's about, and I'm looking rough right now, so don't pay me no mind. Okay. This is what it looks like in the inside. So it comes with a brush here. These are all 12 of these shades. They're really pretty, and I'm not sure what type of look I'm going to do. And the brush it comes with just looks like this. It kind of looks like the MAC 217 brush. So there's really not a lot of matte shades inside of this palette. So what I did was put on my MAC paint pot. This is in Painterly. And I went in with this shade here from the palette. And I'm just applying it all over my lid area. Everywhere I put that paint pot, I'm just putting that shadow down. And I'm just putting that shade on just to set that paint pot and to make sure all the other colors blend better. And that did go on pretty smooth. Now I'm just going to go in with this shade here. I'm not too sure how much the shade is going to show on my eyelid because it is kind of a lighter shade, but hopefully I get some color payoff. And I'm just using my Morphe M441 brush, and these shadows do like have some kickback to it. So let's see. I'm just running the shade right in the crease, and I'm not being precise or anything. I'm just blending it right there in that crease, seeing if I could get some color payoff. Now I'm just going in with the brush going upward just to get some more of that color in like my upper crease area. And I like to do my brows like after I do my shadow. That's why my brows aren't done yet. But now, so as you guys can see, after going in this color, there's a little bit of kickback on the palette, but that's fine. So I'm going to be going in with the Kylie brush now. And it just looks like this. I'm going to be going in with this shade here. So I am getting some color payoff with that shade, but I'm not really liking the way the brush is applying the shade. It's not really blending it out. It's just placing the color there, which I do not like about that. And you see how it's just like more blended now? Yeah, I'm not sure why that brush isn't really blending out. I'm going to try again. Let's see. I'm going to go higher into the crease. Just going with this M441 brush and just blend the edges. Blending is life, guys. Blending is life, okay? I really like the way that it's turning out. Okay, so now I've done the other eye, and this shadow really does build up color and does get darker and more in depth as you blend it into the crease. So at first when I was blending this color in the crease, it was kind of a light orange peachy shade, but now it turned out to this kind of red brick brownish shade into the crease, which I really like. So kudos to that shade. So now I'm going to go in with this peachy shade here and just put this on my lid. And I'm thinking to give this look a little more pop, I'm going to go in with this Revlon eye art and just do a glitter cut crease, just a line in the crease, just to give this look a little more of a pop, because this is just like a matte look, which I did want to utilize more shades in this palette. But just for right now, I'm just going to go for it. Just a simple peachy look. Now I'm going to take this blue shade here and just run that across my lower lash line. And then I'm just going to take this shade here that I use in the crease and just run that right under the blue eyeshadow that I put on my lower lash line.